welcome to my PlayStation 5 unboxing. I just received these in the mail today, right after work. It was kind of perfect in the end, but there are a few things I'll get into about that. I got two. One is for Trisha and one is for me. One of these I'm not going to be unboxing. They're the same thing. I didn't get like a digital version. I'm not a big fan of digital, and I want to make sure I can still play discs, so that's kind of, well, that's that. So we're going to unbox one of these. We're going to unbox Spider-Man, and I'm not going to unbox the controller because that's the same controller that I unboxed in my previous video. Let's just get right into it, shall we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down just real quick, and I'm going to get some of this out of the way. So I'm going to unbox, I think, this one. We're going to move the controller, and we're going to just put this off to the side here for now. So we're going to unbox Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now the funny thing about this is I received this first. This is the first thing I got, so it was kind of a tease. But I think it's very fitting to get this game first for me. I know there's Demon Souls and a few other things that I do want to pick up, but I wanted to get this because my last console I picked up was the PS4 Pro Spider-Man PS4 edition about 2 years ago. And so that was really exciting, and I got the game with the console, so I thought this would be a perfect mirror of that. So this is the Ultimate Launch Edition, which is the one that comes with Spider-Man Remastered, and it comes with a few extra things that are fun on the back. So I'm excited for this. I don't think we're going to see a lot of exciting things in this. I think it's going to be like a PS4 game, but I thought, why not open it here while we're at it? So let's take a look here. So the case is the same as the PS4. So it's going to look really good when it's on your shelf next to your PS4 games. We're just going to toss this on the floor. But this will look really good next to your PS4 games because it's the same case, they just changed the label. That's really all it is. So on the inside, we have the game, and the looks like we have the DLC here, which is the, you get the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse suit, and then you get this tracksuit, which looks cool, so that's exciting. That's what Spider-Man's all about, right? All these different costumes. So that's exciting to get that. And then it looks like it also comes with your code for Spider-Man Remastered, which I'm really excited for. I know there's a lot of controversy behind his face being, changed, but I'm really excited to see it with ray tracing and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's exciting. The disc is kind of cool because it has the symbol, but it also is cool to see the PS5 logo in white here. And it does have a reversible cover. So I will get that out for you now. So if you want, you can switch it over to this cover, which is kind of cool. It has Miles on it. And that's always fun, right? To have different covers for your game. They did that with Spider-Man PS4 as well. I never switched it because I do like the basic. A lot of people don't like how simple the cover is for these games, but I do. So I think that's really cool. So that is Spider-Man Miles Morales. I don't know what the major differences are besides the fact you don't get Spider-Man Remastered in the other versions. I think some of them you get or you don't get Spider-Man Remastered, but you get the additional DLC like costumes and stuff, and then there's the basic version that you just get the game. I think that's what comes with the PS4 version as well, so you can play this on PS4. All right, now on to the main event, right? So the PS5, this is a big box. Now I haven't watched a lot of unboxing videos because I kind of wanted to stay surprised. I did watch, who did I watch? I watched Marquez Brownlee. I watched his unboxing from like a week ago, so I have seen a little bit of this, but I haven't. It's really fun to see this in person. And the box is big. It's heavy. Oh, it's heavy. It's big. Here's the front side, which you got to see a little bit on the back. It's very simple. It doesn't show off like their games library. One minor nitpick I have, which is just about a box, so it's really not a big deal, but is the flimsiness of this box. It feels very cheap. I know there's a box inside a box, but I like to display these. I like to put these up. I have all of my boxes that I've kept from the PlayStation and the Xbox 360 and all this. And this one feels like it can get damaged much easier. So that kind of sucks, but that's just, like I said, a minor nitpick. I do like the simplicity, though, where they're not showing off too much on the actual system itself. So That's awesome. So it looks like there's just one tab up here we're gonna cut into. And I like to even take off the little sticker here. You gotta be really careful because it will, it could like rip the box. Even if you wanna show it off, that's not always great, right? I'll leave this one here for now so we can get to it. So it looks like this just comes up nice and fancy here. These little accordion things on the side. And then we have the actual, I saw a TikTok where this handle broke off from somebody who was coming out of GameStop or something. I was like, that sucks. So yeah, basic, like flimsy-ish box. It's kind of, they did this with the PS4 Pro as well. So it's nothing new, but I just like, you know, not flimsy boxes. Okay, and then we just have this box here. On this side, it's just white. But on this side, you have the PlayStation logo, which is pretty cool. Just a little logo here. But this is how the box felt for the PS4. The original PS4, it was just like this solid box. And this is obviously much bigger than that, but that's also kind of cool. So, oh neat, it's showing you instructions on how to take the, the box apart. So you have like instructions here showing you, open this flap, then open this flap. Probably because this is a little crazy to take out. So it looks like off the bat, let me turn this around, even though the PlayStation logo is cool. So this goes down like this. And first off, we have the manual, which is going to give us all of the information on how to plug in our system. And we have our power cord, which is cool because this isn't, there's no power brick. I know everybody's been talking about that. There hasn't been a power brick with PlayStation consoles since maybe PS2. I don't even think the PS3 had one. Maybe the original PS3 did, but the Slim doesn't. But that's always nice because you don't have this big power brick behind your TV or whatever it would be, kind of taking up all of that. Also we have a safety guide. So, this is the quick start guide and then this is the safety guide. Herp-de-derp. So we have that. We have the power cord. It's just a basic power cord. Where are we now? Looks like on this side we have, well, first off, we have the HDMI cord. It is a little bit of a fancier HDMI from what I've heard. Move this on over for a second while we show off the rest of this here. So we have our USB-C, HDMI, power cord. We have our controller, which I'm going to leave in the packaging for now. And then we have the stand, which is the fancy stand that everyone's been talking about. I've been interested to see it because it's highly engineered for a stand. So this looks like, you set it on here, and I think this is where you use it in the horizontal fashion, and then you turn it this way for the vertical fashion. But when you turn it this way, there's a little spring in it that kind of lets it sit. You got your screw in here, and there's a little peg you can use as well to take out of the actual PlayStation. So that's interesting. I'll probably set mine up vertical, but I'll try it in horizontal as well. And then if I'm sick of it being in the way, I'll put it in my entertainment stand horizontally. So we're gonna close this back up just so I don't lose that screw. So this just comes out like that. That had all of our basics. And next up is the console, which is the thing I'm most excited for. Before I get this out, I've been really excited to feel the console itself, like how heavy it is and things like that. I was like that with the controller. I've been waiting so long, so it's just a weird moment for me to finally be able to see how this massive console looks and feels in person. Ooh. Probably not the most graceful way to do that, but we got everything out, so give me 1 second. So there's that. Get this out of the way. Okay, so we have the console right here in its nice little wrappings. Well, there's a little speck of leaf or something already on it. That's wonderful. Let's get this out here. Man, when they said it was big, they were not kidding. What is that? It's like a leaf or something. Okay. So there's already smudge on it, but here is the PS5. So yeah, exciting. It's actually heavier than I thought. A lot of people are talking about how light it is, but I think it's kind of heavy. Here it is on its side. The disk drive here. Here it is vertically. You got the PlayStation logo right here, which is pretty cool. It's sleek, it's big, like everyone said, it is big. And I like it. I like the white. It looks nice. I don't like how shiny this is because it's gonna be smudged all the time, which drives me crazy. On the back, you have your USB 3 ports. You have your Ethernet, your HDMI, and your power. And then up here is a little lock, like what they use at like offices so people don't steal your computer. So let's take a look at the stand now and see how this works. So first off, let's put it on its horizontal side because that's kind of how it's set up now. Right here, there's like the PlayStation cross, circle, square, triangle. And it looks like you just click it in right here. There we go. So put it right about here. And it sits down here. You set it down, and that's it on its side, which is still, it looks like a overly engineered hotel room or something. But it is cool. It is, like I said, like everyone's been saying, it's huge. It's really, really big. But that is also kind of cool. I kind of think it's cool when technology is still like large, just because everyone's so used to portable nowadays that like just having something big like to make a statement is kind of cool. And then it looks like when you turn it this way, you reveal the screw. And I don't have a screwdriver, so we'll see how that works. But down here, there's a little piece. I wonder how this comes out. I probably should look at instructions, but I don't do that. I don't look at instructions. There it goes. Ha-ha! It's a little tiny plastic piece that everyone's gonna lose, and you put it right in here. It has a safe little home. It's kind of strange, but it is also cool. And then we have the actual stand, which goes, it looks like this, and it gives it a little bit of a springy feel to it there, and then it looks like it kind of just stands into or slides in like right here, which is kind of cool. Use a coin or a similarly shaped object. We'll do a flathead bit, and I'm even gonna get a screwdriver thing for it, and then you just screw it in. Hopefully it's in the right place. Okay, that was kind of awkward, but it's not something you spend a lot of time doing. So here it is on the stand. That was not as seamless as I thought it would be, but that's okay. Yeah, so there you have the PlayStation 5. Now, as you can see, and kind of putting me, a 5'9" normal sized dude up against this, it's still pretty big. So it is a big console, but it is a cool console. I didn't even really talk about the front. There's an eject button and a power button, and there's a USB-C to charge your stuff, and then there's a USB for all kinds of other fun goodies. So that's gonna do it, guys, for my unboxing. Maybe down the line in another separate video, I'll go over kind of like a week later, month later, what I feel about the console itself after I've played it. I've had a lot of fun going through this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the first time I've ever ordered a console offline and pre-ordered it offline. This is the first time I've ever really got a console when it first came out. I usually would get it for Christmas at the earliest, or I'd get it long after. You know, we didn't really have a choice. Because of COVID, there isn't really an easy way to order these consoles. It was really difficult for me and many other people, and I just wanted to kind of talk about how thankful I am, but also how frustrated I am. So I ordered these consoles on September 16th, just like a lot of people did. I watched the conference. They didn't talk about pre-orders. They said they would be coming out in the next couple days. And with my anxiety and with my OCD and obsession, I tend to still kind of look at things after they're done. So I saw that conference, got excited, went to the sites just to say, you know, whatever. And that's exactly what happened. They released the consoles for pre-order on many sites. So I got my first one from Walmart. That one was the very first one I got, and I got it like maybe 10 minutes after they released them on the site. Ordered it, was happy, didn't think it was gonna maybe get here because I thought maybe it would lead to a being canceled last minute or something. I know how that works, and I know that sometimes that does happen, but I got that one and I was happy. And then I was just kind of browsing around again anyways, just because I wasn't sure what was going on. I was kind of on social media talking to other people trying to get them, and I happened to see that Target had some available, and so Trisha ordered one off of Target through PayPal. And that one was at like 7:30 at night or something like that. It was right before all the websites crashed. So I felt good. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I have 2 consoles. If one gets canceled, then I have another. It's a good chance that I'll get one of these. And I ended up getting both, which makes me really happy. However, it was a process. I spent the next, 2.5 months just checking the sites religiously, making sure they were still there, making sure they were still scheduled to arrive at a certain time. They all said that they would show up on the 12th. They'd show up on the 12th when they released, which was yesterday as I'm making this video. And so I was excited. And then about a week before, 3 days before I was expecting the consoles, Walmart emailed me and said that they're gonna be a day or 2 late, or the one that I got from Walmart was. And that kind of got me nervous, and I started getting on Reddit and looking at the long chats that were going on about how theirs were getting, is this normal, or how everyone was getting this. And I thought, I think we're still okay, even if it's delayed, it's fine. So then I ended up kind of spending the next few days just really stressing about it and really worried that they're gonna either get canceled or they were never gonna show up. My Walmart shipment, talking to customer service was a nightmare. They were not helpful. I was super kind to them because I know that their job can be difficult, especially around times like this and when the holidays come up. So I know that they have a lot on their plate, but they just made stuff up. I mean, they just straight up made stuff up to make me feel better. So I stopped, contacting them, and I was kind of just going through Reddit and a few other outlets, seeing how those were working. Everyone was getting nervous about shipping. None of them seemed to have shipped until on the 11th, I got a shipping label created through FedEx, because you can go through FedEx, look up your address, and you can see where your item is, or if there's a label created or anything like that. And you don't need to really have your information, like a whole lot. You just have to have your address and sign it. And so I was able to see there was a shipping label created, which made me feel better. And then that shipping label sat there for a very long time, and that got me very nervous. And long story short, this was just a good 3 days of nothing but thinking, am I gonna get this? Am I not gonna get this? There were stories of people who they just got straight up canceled. There were people who said that theirs got changed to the end of November, the end of December. They got back ordered to who knows when. And it started to get really hectic. And finally, my console shipped from far away, which was also weird for a lot of people because there are people living in like Florida that were receiving them from Minnesota, and people in Minnesota that were receiving them from Florida. But FedEx is probably the slowest delivery system you could ever pick to deliver these things on time. I know a lot of people got them on the day of. I got them on the 13th. It was a lot of FedEx picking them up from Walmart, picking the one I had from Walmart up from Walmart, going 3 hours, and then stopping for the day at like 2 in the afternoon, and then just letting it sit there. And then the next day, and then saying, oh, it's gonna be delayed. Well, no wonder it's gonna be delayed. Target was even worse. Target ended up not giving any information and just saying they're preparing order and expecting everything by the 18th to cover their tail, really, but they were all expecting that, and it was just a big nightmare, and I hope I never have to do that again. In the end, they all caught up, and they both got here today. It was very exciting to wake up this morning to know that they are in a truck on their way here, and then at about 3:20 today, I received them. So all things considered, I'm thankful. I got both of them. I got I got them pretty close to the start of the release. And there are a lot of people that I'm really sorry that did not get them. Sometimes it's really hard to see the more popular YouTubers just get them sent to them to review. and they didn't have to go through all of this pain. The easiest process was giving the companies your money. The hardest process was expecting to get them on time. I just want to say, for anybody out there who's still looking to get one of these, I'm really sorry that you're still struggling. I hope that they get their act together and really try to get some more out there. But to be honest, I'm seeing a lot of videos of people talking about these things kind of going through their new technology phase of breaking down and having issues. So maybe it's not the worst thing. All the games that have come out besides like maybe Demon Souls, especially Spiderman, which is really popular, is on PS4, and I think you will do just fine there, for now at least. So don't fret, everyone will get one here eventually. And for the people who are still waiting on their shipments, I hope you get them soon.